Yo, rest in peace, Tupac, first and foremost. A man can finally rest. Keefe, how you say his name? Keefe D?
Keefe D.
Yeah.
Keefe D. Yo, I got a real question to just end all of this. Why don't Jada Pinkett slide for Tupac, man?
If anybody, ain't nobody holding them down like she is.
Right,
so.
right. If you a real down ass bitch,
would have been out there already.
Exactly.
Keep Will's wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Sorry. Why ain't Will Smith's wife slide for Tupac? You love him so much. Because, like, keep it real, yo. The love of your life, his killer's finally revealed, and you not, like, causing a ruckus over this?
She posted.
She posted something. Yeah.
What she said?
Yeah.
What she said? I didn't see it.
And niggas was on her ass. Oh, my God, bro.
She's at the point where she can't post anything now without being like attacked in the comments. Like it could be anything now at this point. They're gonna have something to tell her.
Nigga, Funk Flex called her the worst type of woman. Her comments were, "Now I hope we can get some answers and have some closure. R.I.P. Pac," alongside a dove emoji. She had also posted the video of them dancing, and singing Will Smith's.
Yeah.
Well, not fair. It was really the Fresh Prince, but they were singing "Parents Don't Understand," lip singing together. So, along with that,
probably thought that was
now
cute.
we can get some closure. I gotta be honest, man. I don't see the problem. Like, I genuinely don't see the problem. I know people are trying to make it a thing where like she doesn't love Will, she's still in love with Tupac. I feel like they were kids. That was her childhood friend, and he passed away tragically, and he's always going to be a part of her. Like, it kind of comes with the package. I don't think she's disrespecting Will by also loving and being, expressing that love for, someone that she cared about very deeply. So,
what if? All right, so let me
go ahead. I see the wheels spinning in your fucking head. Bro.
Stop analyzing me. Your wife dies, right?
Whoa.
Just hold on. Follow me with me. Your wife dies, and the funeral is happening, and there's a nigga that you don't know that well, and he's crying harder than you.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that? I know it's your wife's funeral, and you're probably going through a lot of mixed emotions, but you can't tell me that shit wouldn't shift a little bit and be like, yo, who is this?
Do
nigga?
I know who this person is?
No. You have no idea who this man is.
I would be upset. But if I knew who this person was, if I am her second husband and I know she was married before, and her ex-husband, who I know of, comes to the funeral and he is distraught, I can imagine somebody being distraught about losing someone that they loved very deeply.
Right,
and I can sympathize with that.
Your wife's best best friend, her work husband, is crying harder than you.
That nigga gonna get beat up for the most part. But I'm not gonna
the funeral after. You got
I'm not gonna be angry at him about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's probably
like he's like a spectacle. Like he's crying over the casket, like
I feel
trying
like
to
we
get in
talked about
there.
this because I think we talked about this because I think I said my
you and your wife or me?
No, my grandmother did that. My grandmother did that at my grandfather's funeral back in the 60s.
Like trying to climb in?
She was a mess and nobody knew who she was. So yeah, it was a whole thing.
Damn. What'd you do?
It was on some fucking you ever seen Why Do Fools Fall in Love? You know, old men back in the day used to.
I don't think I have.
Old men back in the day used to get married in different states and just like move on with their life.
That movie is very like.
It's a great film.
It's a great. But damn, you never seen that Frankie Lyman story?
No.
It was what's his name? What's that?
I've heard this. I've heard that song.
Lorenz Tate,
yeah, and Vivica Fox,
Halle Berry,
and we're in it, and he was married to three, or not even married, just like he was with three women at the same time or like at different periods of his life, but they didn't know each other until he died, and they were trying to like win in his estate.
His inheritance,
because they had all like
Grimy
been
shit.
with him at different parts in life, and they
it
were
wasn't
trying to
grimy.
prove,
They
like,
all
he
were
loved me.
legitimately like, like they had legitimate claims to that was my husband.
That was my man. You know what I'm saying? Like he treated me like this. We had good times, we had bad times, but that was my man. He held it down. And man, that movie is just
I gotta watch that now. It was a great film.
Yeah, I watched it recently. This is actually a movie. You really want to see a movie when you look it up. Like it's not one of those movies, because that is kind of a movie that you see on TV and you're like, oh, I'll click it. But like I looked it up to watch it again, to like remember. Shit. Right. So but anyway, man, yo, welcome to Because We Are episode 76. We back in here. Thank y'all for following. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the comments. You know what I'm saying? I know we've been booming on socials now, man. The price about to go up. Stop playing with us. Because the price about to go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for engaging with us. We love y'all. If you haven't already, Yeah. If you haven't already, follow us on all socials, Because We Are Podcast, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. You know, we're going to keep providing for y'all. But I haven't asked in a couple of weeks, man. How are y'all doing? Let's talk for a second. So I feel like we do a lot of reporting often, but let's report on ourselves for a second. How we feeling? What we doing in life? How we feeling?
Feeling good. What's it called? It's about to start cranking up the Halloween season. That's when it really gets busy at my job. You know, start
spooky,
shooting some little commercials. You know what I'm saying? We got the haunted house going on. So yeah, just preparing for that, getting the marketing and all that ready for that. And yeah, just trying to enjoy that time until Halloween. Are you guys gonna dress up for Halloween?
Think about it. I don't know what I would be though.
Me too. I'm still trying to think.
I'm probably not gonna dress up, but
you have been trick-or-treaters come to your house, huh?
Yeah, typically. I'm into it. I'm into like Halloween and all that stuff. Spooky season. I'm doing the 31 movies for Halloween. Started the other day with Child's Play 2. Next up is The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. We actually skipped a day because Juice was on the list, and we had a good debate about whether Juice is a horror movie or not.
It is.
Juice is a scary movie, bro. Like Juice is a legitimately scary movie. I think it definitely counts. I think it's a good spooky time kind of movie. You know, if you just had a best friend that like completely lost it and just started trying to kill y'all, like that would be fucking spooky. I think niggas from the hood is just so desensitized to violence. Like they don't realize how terrifying that would be. It's like, yeah, man, Pookie went crazy like 2 years ago. It didn't really make a big deal. It wasn't really a big deal. That would actually be terrifying, bro. Like, cause you know, he's at your parents' house. You know, everybody knows him, and he's stalking you. Essentially, he can get every place that you can get because everybody sees y'all together. So they're gonna give him access to you in ways that someone that was a stranger couldn't do. You could,
but he could have told. He could have been like, "Yo, this nigga's wilding." Like,
but the problem would have
told
been
somebody, anybody.
But they committed a crime together, and they got somebody killed together. So telling would have been telling on himself. So again, I got you. I'm gonna fuck with you until I feel like stopping. And that was the whole. Remember, one of the best lines of the movie where Tupac says, "I ain't shit, and you less of a man than me. So the moment I decide that you ain't shit, pow!" Like first of all, that was a great line, and also, that's terrifying. A motherfucker that don't care enough about himself is definitely the last nigga you want stalking you. Like that's some Jason shit for real.
You got any people like that in your life?
This nigga's scared.
Not pod topic, but hopefully everything turns out well. I'll just say that.
It's good. Keep going. Spooktober.
No. Well, yeah, I did want to go there, but
saying
October,
the word spook. Sorry, like I hate saying because it's a slur technically.
Yeah, it is a slur.
But like, whatever. Keep going. Spooktober.
Yeah. I do also want to, mention that October is also ADHD Awareness Month. So just I did want to make mention of that. There's a great website where you can get a lot of information. It's ADHDawarenessmonth.org. The tagline for there is ADHD isn't just inattention, it's also memory, emotions, and misjudging time. You may know someone that has ADHD, whether they're diagnosed or not. I encourage people, especially parents, get your kids tested, have them go see a therapist, have them go see a psychiatrist. Don't act like there's nothing wrong. If you see certain patterns that your kids can't shake, I know as someone who has ADHD, when I was a kid, I was called a lot of things. I was called lazy. I was called full of potential. I was called, just if he just applies himself. That was a big thing that folks would tell me a lot. And what a lot of people don't realize is that people with ADHD are not trying. They're actually trying really hard. And what happens is it becomes more and more difficult for them to stay focused on something the longer the more they try to. It has to do with a chemical imbalance that regulates dopamine levels, which is the body's reward system. And what it leads to is inattentiveness, sometimes hyperactivity, but it doesn't always include hyperactivity. So just because a kid isn't bouncing off of the walls, if you notice that you're talking to them and they start to look off in the distance, or if they're really, really good in class, but when they come home, their room is a mess or they are late on projects, consider all those things. Really, really consider what is happening with your kids and make sure that you're setting them up in a way where they can be their best selves and that they can be successful. Because a lot of kids end up not reaching their maximum potential because they're getting treated like everyone else. And it's really not fair. And make sure that we're having those discussions in the home. So if anybody out there has parents, or if you felt like that was your childhood or your life, your school history, get yourself checked out, because it definitely affects you into your adulthood. So that's it.
Thank you, Brody.
For sure.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. Can I ask a question about that, actually? Because I have a question about like the best ways to like how do you like, I don't want to make it seem as if like people with ADHD like need like extra help. I don't want to like say that. I don't know if that's like the thing to really say there, but like, what are some ways that you can like help them process or help them like with their own, like go through their own motions? Like, what is like some ways that people who might not understand it, or people who don't have any type of real background with it, like how can they help the people in their life with ADHD? Like either like what are some tips and tools that you can give people? Like it doesn't even have to be like personal. It could just be like things that like you've researched, or just anything where you can kind of like help people understand better, like how to,
yeah, of course. It's a really, really good question, because I know it affects a lot of people, especially couples, people in business. I know a lot of people that may have employees that are under them that may have ADHD. You want me to keep going?
Not yet.
Okay,
Keep going.
I know people that may have employees that have ADHD and maybe struggle with like lateness and things like that. The first thing you need to know is that for a lot of people, it is very sensitive. And again, a lot of folks are probably undiagnosed or just underdiagnosed, So the best thing that you can do mainly is be patient. I know for me, and this may not be true for everyone else, but I know for me, I need reminders. I have multiple like task management apps on my phone. I have multiple alarms set for certain things so that I don't miss meetings, if I don't miss deadlines and things like that. A gentle reminder typically, and that's mostly just for like the time blindness and the forgetfulness. Friendly reminders are great. If you know that someone that has ADHD needs to be somewhere at a certain time, or a friendly reminder is, hey, are you watching the clock? Are you making sure that you're giving yourself enough time for this or that? Those are really good. Those are really good things to kind of do, just to kind of make sure that, because we do need help. Body doubling is a great method, especially for like kids or a partner of yours. If they have something to do, if you know that they're trying to focus on a task, if you are in the room just quietly doing your own thing, it act like you being there is like a visual reminder that time is passing, and we tend to not get lost as much if there's someone else in the room. I don't know why that works, but it does work. There's also many resources online. Shout out to How to ADHD on YouTube, ADHD Love, Neurominds on Instagram. There's a lot of information out there for people who are interested in the topic and who suspect that they may have it or someone that they love may have it. And just, do your research. I know my wife is like one of the most amazing people, one of the most patient people that I've ever met. She actually really, really gave me the space to start searching for these answers for myself. And it's been a journey, and I really, really, I couldn't ask for a better partner. She's so graceful. It's really, it's in, what is it? Invaluable, I guess is the word. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that can be taken two ways. Invaluable.
Yeah, right?
It's like,
that means like it don't have value.
It has no value. But it also means like it's priceless.
Yeah.
Like,
Her support
got you though.
And just friendship and understanding has been 100% priceless. I definitely am somebody who is extremely hard on myself, and people with ADHD feel like they're failing all the time. So you can really, really get stuck in a depressive state if you're not given the tools to understand what's going on with you.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I feel like I was looking up in some things about like the word laziness, because I was looking up something, and I actually realized that laziness needs to be like retired as a word, because it really is just like an easy like it's an easy explanation for something that's a little bit more complicated or complex.
Right.
It's just like one of those things where it seems like people were like looking for reasons, and like they didn't have like the wherewithal to really understand it yet. And they were just like, okay, lazy, done. Let's close it off. Let's focus on other things.
Right.
So looking into that, like, and when you hear people talking about how they manage ADHD, or like you said, or being called lazy and stuff of that nature, it's like, that's not really like, when you think about the word lazy, like let me find the definition. What is it? Definition of lazy, and tell me if you even view that as yourself. Like, unwilling to work or use energy is lazy. And it's like the unwillingness part. It's like, who is like who
unwilling.
can you tell?
Yeah, who doesn't want to do anything?
Right.
That's a weird. That's a weird thing to even like.
Yeah, and if they are, then the question becomes, why don't you want to do that? And it always gets to like the root of, okay, there's something there. Let's explain that. And if you feel unwilling to do these things, then it could be something, chemically, it could be something that you really just don't want to do. Maybe there's something that, but either way, it's something that needs to be like explored deeper than just be like, okay, they're lazy. Like, dig into that a little bit more. If you're doing something day to day, and you're not looking forward to it, or you have something in your life where it's harder for you to do something, there might be something deeper there, and you should explore it instead of just passing it off of, oh, I'm feeling lazy today. Because I'm sure a lot of people feel it and don't really know what it is. And, there's something there.
There's a lot of things that can be linked back to that, again, dopamine deficiency that typically comes with ADHD. Dopamine, again, is the reward system that your brain does. So basically, you complete a task, you feel satisfied with yourself for completing that task, you get a shot of dopamine, like you feel good, right? People with ADHD have a low levels of dopamine, which means that they are not compelled to do very basic things just naturally. It really affects how they kind of move through the world, and what ends up happening is they start to crave higher levels of dopamine. It honestly kind of resembles diabetes a lot, where like people with low sugar levels, right? They're what happens is you intake sugar, and then your glucose levels spike, and then you kind of you get a little bit of a high, and then you crash back down. That's pretty much what happens to people with ADHD. And again, just first with very basic things, it can be attached to things such as obesity. You eat a cheeseburger, you get a shot of dopamine, right? Because cheeseburgers are delicious. It also affects how people see time. People with ADHD are typically late because they misjudge time constantly. If something takes 30 minutes, typically they will assume that they have more time than they do, and they'll typically be at least 10 to 15 minutes later than they would have been than a neurotypical person. So it really affects it really affects their reality completely, so it's definitely tough. There are ways to mitigate it. Obviously there's medication that can help. So again, just start asking the questions and seeking the answers for yourself, because I think it's important,
Facts. Well, thank you for sharing that, man.
No doubt.
And shout out to all who do y'all pod for? Like when y'all podding, who y'all talking to?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
I'm speaking for the hood. You know me.
Yeah, I'm potting for the niggas that cheated on every single Spanish test they took in high school. You feel me? Yeah, I'm potting for them. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm potting for the niggas that aren't afraid to grab the last piece of food out there. And when you at a dinner and there's like one appetizer left,
you a
and
sick
niggas
nigga.
is like, oh no, I don't want to. You can have it. Nah, I got it. Shit, don't mind. That's who I pot for.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Shit. You know who I pot for? Shit.
Get in your bag.
Yeah, let us know. Let these niggas know. This one's for you.
I pot for the niggas that don't be waiting online at when you try to get off at the exit. Nah. I get to the lane to the left, go all the way to the end of that motherfucker and cut you niggas off. That's who I pot for.
Right.
I pot for the niggas I don't got time to wait.
Oh my God. Who you pot for, T?
I pod for the people that can't sleep at night. Like this is like coming off of that. This is gonna sound like hella like sappy. I hate that I'm going like second. I should have went first. I pod for the people that might value their alone time but get lonely too. As in,
you heard Drake album already?
I don't think Drake's album's gonna be. We're gonna get into. I don't think that's what Jake's album gonna be about.
Yeah, you definitely heard Fat D already.
He call it that. But I pod for the people because my favorite pods are pods that I can listen to, pastime, fall asleep to, you know, and it's like it feels like you have more friends. It feels like you're sitting into a conversation with people that you know. You know, I pod for the people that don't really know us that well, that feel like they do because we come on here and talk to them weekly. You know, I pod for the people that, you know, might be having something to do and need to pass time. They might have a job, or they can have their AirPods on and just want to sit and have a conversation. It's nothing that's too stimulating at their job, so they want to, you know, listen to us. They want to laugh. They want to hear about our takes. They want to find new music. They want to find new movies, new shows to watch. The people that don't know what they want to do, and so they choose to spend time with us. You know, like that's the people I pod for. I also pod for the bitches. That's like one thing too. You know what I'm saying? I also pod for the bitches that beat. Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, I love everybody. You know, I love everybody. But I pod for like all the people that really just rock with us, and all the people that like comment, and the people that like really want to learn more about us and see us on this journey that we're all going on, you know, as individuals, but also together. So that's why I pod for, and I'm going to continue to pod for y'all. And I also pod, shout out to my Zodiac homies, man, like all the people that's here from the first show.
Astro
you know, I'm
Boy.
glad you rock with us that long. Like, I wonder who the longest listener is. Pause. Like the person who's been listening for the longest is what I should have said. Fuck.
That was crazy.
Pass. Let it go. But I pod for y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening.
I meant that I pod for the hood, but specific niggas in the hood. I pod for niggas who are in the hood but aren't necessarily of the hood. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the only person like me. Like it's not possible. I have some of my best friends are from the same environment that I'm from, and they just didn't let it become them. You know, they didn't let it in, you know, pause. The great thing, you know, again, about having friends and having support and having family is that you can really overcome a lot of really rough circumstances if you have enough people that believe in you. It was you know, shit was tough for a long time, and I feel like people like me need to see versions of themselves outside of that environment. So, you know, that's my main tool. Those are the main people that I'm talking to. Let them know that you can be from that shit and you can come out of it.
You gotta start doing outreach too, man. You gotta start going to the hood, passing out because we are stickers. The shiny ones.
That's my 40s is gonna be completely dedicated to service. I already know that.
Oh yeah,
I got to get to the bag right now. but once I get some shit established, for sure, my 40s and my 50s are gonna be completely dedicated to service.
Okay, let's stick on this. I like where we at right now. It feels like we getting real into some deep this. So last week I had a question on our pod topics list. What was y'all favorite part about being a kid? Let's get deep real quick. Y'all remember? Like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like, oh, my grandma's apple pie. I mean, if it is, then you could be that. But just like anything at all. Your favorite part?
Definitely for me is, you know, I was a really active kid in terms of like, you know, playing sports. All my friends played sports and stuff like that. So I guess it would just be like, you know, the summers were day in, day out, or even on the weekends, or, you know, we'd go to the turf field to play some baseball or football. We'd go to the basketball court. And just like, you know, being able to just spend the whole day there, not having to worry about who's calling, who's texting my phone, any responsibilities, but I having to be somewhere at, you know, 5 o'clock, or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Just the freedom of just, you know, being able to hang out with my friends. And I see this all the time on social media. It's what do they say? It's like you never realize when it's the last time that you're gonna hang out with all your friends.
Yeah.
Like you never you never realize it's like
it definitely happened.
It happened. That you just didn't realize that it happened.
Yeah, they phrase it a little bit more like a shocker. It's almost like you didn't even know that the last time y'all hung out was like, it's like, you know, you just at the last day that y'all all hung out at the park, you know, you didn't even realize that was the last time. And then you think about it and you're like, damn, what was it?
The last time, yeah.
You know, or that Xbox Live party. It's like,
did we even make it memorable? Like, was it even like something worth talking about?
Nah.
Probably not.
But you know what? I also learned, and then Hot, I want you to answer too, and then I'll answer. But I also learned that like, I heard this recently and I really liked it. It's cool to like enjoy those moments and like reminisce on them but not get sad, but more so be like, damn, that was great. I really enjoyed those times. I was happy about it. And remember that there's other great times that come that are maybe not those same times, but are just as good too. And the quote that I heard, it was like, don't look at life as a novel, like a storybook that goes from start to finish. Look at it as like a set of poems, you know, and it's like little moments that make your life. And I thought that was really great. I forgot, I don't know who said it, but I know I heard like somebody was like quoting this. So I don't know. Ever since then I was like, damn, that's true. You know, like don't look at it as like a timeline. Look at your life as more like a grid with like different points in life. You know, it's not like beginning and end. It's all this stuff going on around. So
I actually did that one time, and it's way less points than you'd imagine. Like if you this is gonna be dark. If you like say you live to be 75, if you looked at how many weeks that is, like on a grid, it's not a lot. And look at where you're at on the list. Like you kind of you got far down.
Your picture, you probably got too big of a piece of paper. You probably got like a poster board. You got to get something small so it looks like greater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I know a lot about that, but like you gotta get a small piece of paper, fill all that shit out. You know, but if you put like all them points on like a big ass poster board, it's gonna be like, damn, all this space.
We almost out of here. I gotta actually before I go, I want to mention the thing that D said, because you know I'm actually in the middle, right? Because my kids are that age, right? They're 11 and 12 next week and 14.
Happy birthday!
And they are fucking boring, bro. They don't go outside. They don't play no sports. And I'm just like, is it me? Like, where did I fuck up at? Like, you know, they have like 4 friends, which is fine, but like, we're trying to be the parents that like the kids come over and, you know, we have taco parties and, you know, just like watch movies and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just not happening. Now, again, I wasn't the coolest dude in like school and shit like that. So I definitely probably passed a little bit of social awkwardness to them, but I would appreciate it if like, you know, they were a little bit more active. And it's just, but again, I didn't grow up in that environment. I grew up in South Jamaica, Queens. As soon as you stepped outside, you was outside. And I think they kind of expect that, and that's just not the life we live anymore. So you got to be more intentional about your friends, I guess. So I don't know. They kind of suck. Anyway, for me, believe it or not, T, those summers in Virginia are my favorite memories of my childhood. They absolutely are. Me and T, our parents used to go to Virginia, typically Richmond or Williamsburg. All of our families would kind of meet in one spot, all the kids and stuff like that. And we would go to Busch Gardens. We'd go to King's Dominion. This is all up I-95. We go to Go-Kart USA, movies, pools. We would just have this like, you know, family vacation. And those absolutely were my favorite memories as a kid. My wife knew all of y'all names before she ever met y'all because I would talk about it all the time. And again, me and my wife were friends as kids. So I would come home from these trips and talk about them with her, you know? So yeah, those are absolutely my favorite memories. Again, being from that environment, being able to kind of step out with some people that didn't like look at us that way, you know, it was really, really cool and really transformative for me. So those are 100% my favorite things about when I was a kid.
Yeah, the trips, man. The vacations. Me too, honestly. Like I liked a lot of those, like those experiences of doing, like, because the world was just so big, like those water parks, bro. It was like, yo, this is like a whole like
Yeah.
it's
Like
a movie.
like I wish I could just live in here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just definitely one of those things that you really like, your eyes are just wide, like a wide-eyed kid, I have like scattered out memories of like my favorite moments of being like a kid. I definitely miss like as much as kind of like a mix of both of y'all's answers. I miss the it's funny because my mom like told me growing up, like where I'd be like, oh, this person's my friend, this person's my friend. They're like, listen, not everybody's your friend. I don't know if y'all heard that same message growing up, but like not everybody's your friend.
Your moms grew up in that environment. So for sure.
Yeah. So but I do miss that feeling of like, because even if they weren't my friends, they would still come to my birthday. They would still come, like we go bowling or we go to Sports World or we go to like, one of those like amusement parks. We go on like, even if we went on like a road trip or a field trip somewhere, like being in a unit somewhere with like my peers. I miss those moments. Even if like I don't even fuck with half of those people to today, but in the moment it was like, we're all here. It's like we have our innocence. We have this moment, and that was like one of the things that I started feeling around like when I graduated high school. I started going into a little bit of like a dark spot of like, damn, like soon we all gonna go off on our different places and I'm never gonna speak to like 90% of these people ever again. But like as a unit, like when you're around, proximity, right? Like you're around, like we'll talk, we'll laugh, like I'll bump into a conversation, we'll have like a moment in class or something. But then you graduate and it's like, a lot of those people don't like, it's like it's like everybody's falling from the sky and you have like you only have enough space to like hold like a handful of people and like you're trying to like grab as many as you can, but it falls right through your fingertips, and like it just feels like that. But there's a lot of people that I still talk to that are still cool. I'm not saying like all of them are gone and friendships run their course, but those are like the moments I appreciate, like the moments where like being together in a place as a unit, and I definitely think like I want to be the vacation person. I'm already that person. Like I definitely take time to like go on vacations and spend time. Obviously I want to increase that circle, that bubble. I'm trying to get all my peoples on a cruise. I'm trying to get all the people I love on a cruise someday. I don't give a fuck if it's my 30th birthday or what. I don't know what it's going to be, but at some point I'm going to get all the people I love together just somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but those moments I really, really love. But this is a good segue into another thing I had, and you don't even have to really answer, but like, how many friends do y'all feel like y'all have now? Like, is it true? Is it like on your hand? Like, can you count how many friends you have on your hand?
I can absolutely count how many friends I have on my hand. Maybe it's two hands now. It's like 7 niggas. That's it.
It depends for me because like, I've been gone for a while now, and
in jail?
More or less. I was in San Francisco, like spent 10 months. 10 months. I only spent like 10 months over there, so I didn't really have enough time to like establish, like, make friends for life. You really get too close to anybody while I was really out there. And then, I came over here to Miami, and I really feel like I still haven't, like, in terms of like people that I can actually physically see and visit and stuff like that, I really haven't made too many friends. Outside of the few that have moved down here from New Jersey, so I don't even know if that fucking counts. But yeah, it's like, I could probably count the people like physically that I could visit on my hand. But I would like to think I like back home I have like a good core group of friends, different groups of friends actually.
Does friendship kind of expire for y'all Like, do you, like, you know, we talked about those friends that you may not have spoken to in 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, right? I'm getting older. I just reconnected with a friend yesterday that I have not been physically in front of in 15 years. Easy. So is that my friend? Right? If I, you know, to be honest, probably not. You know, like, not that friendship can expire, but I think you aren't the same as you were then, right? If someone was to come around me that knew me a long time ago, they'd have to re-meet me because I'm not the same person that I was back then, you know? So it may be tough. It may be, you know, I may have new things that I'm, you know, appreciating about myself or appreciating about others. I'm not gonna be on that same shit. And people who tend to try to hold you to those old standards are also absolutely not my friends. So, you know,
That's true. That's true. Like, a lot of people don't realize that the things that you look for in a friend change. And so that's kind of why I wouldn't say it expires. It's just more so you do have to, like, it's like on hold, and it's like, are we still friends? The reason why we were friends like in 8th grade might not be the same reason why we're friends when we're 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. There's different reasons, and there's different types of, we both, like you said, we both changed, and we're both different people in a way. But like those same reasons, like if we played games every Friday night, you know, after school, it might not be the same when we're 30 years old. You know, you might not be playing games anymore. So it's like, how can we keep this friendship strong if we can? You know, what are other ways we can? But that's something that you work at. You know, you water your friendship just like anything else, like any relationship. You know, you gotta water it, and you gotta give some effort on it. I think I don't know if I said on the pod, but it's something that I realized that that I need to start doing more in my friendships, all my relationships in general, is teaching people how to love me. You know, like, what is it? Because I feel like a lot of people might not really know, and they might not know where they can help or not know what to talk to me about. And so I think it's kind of like my duty to lead them to that, because there's a lot of people that hit me up sometimes and I'm just like, I don't want to talk about this. You know, I don't want to talk to you. But it's like, I love that person, but it's also like, when you live your life as like how, I don't know what you call me. You call me a chameleon. Did I call myself a chameleon? Did you call me a chameleon? I forgot.
I think I called
but
you
it's
a
like
chameleon.
Self-proclaimed. I accept because it's true. But like, when you live your life being a people pleaser, or you live your life trying to make sure people are comfortable or learn more about them, there's not a lot of space for them to learn about you if you're not giving them anything. Like, you have to give a little bit of yourself too. And I'm starting to do that more. You know, I'm starting to like really, like really show people who I am, so that it doesn't feel like a chore talking to somebody, you know? And I do have I have a solid group of people that I can talk to, and it doesn't feel like that. So those are, I think, my friends. You know, like, I can be your friend always, but are you my friend? You know, it's one of those things.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But y'all ever asked a cousin for money and they don't give you no money at Thanksgiving? Can you ask any of those friends right now for $4,800?
I got one
friend.
friend.
They might give it to you.
I got one friend that I could probably ask for $4,800. He's gonna ask me, why the fuck do I need so much money? For sure. But I can't ask him. For sure. I know for sure I can.
I mean, I can ask anybody, but
You're my friend. I can ask you anything.
I think personally, me and my friends knowing how I am, if I were to ask him for $4,800, they would probably think I was joking, like I wasn't serious. Because I've done shit like that before. Just sent massive Cash App requests, Venmo requests.
Nigga sending the Cash App request without texting first. That's some sicko shit right there.
Yeah, don't even ask. One day we gotta do that with our significant others. Just send them like a Like, yo, $200. Just no note or nothing. Just
You know what's funny? Somebody, a stranger, did that to me. He asked me for $25 until he got paid. I blocked that nigga immediately, bro. Like, it was just like, you don't like. I know you don't have my number. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas have to be down bad.
You got to be real down bad to fucking cash up a random nigga, bro. Like, that's why.
Are y'all giving money to people that like didn't like you didn't know that well, but like you could see that they were like, all right, you know, never.
No, never.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't expect it back.
Asked me for like 25. Yeah, I mean, that's what the thing. Like, if you give it, you can't like, you know.
Yeah,
I've said on the pod before. Like, you can't if you give somebody money, only give it if you're not like
if you don't need it.
Yeah, if you don't need it, if you're not expecting it. You know?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I've definitely given people that I didn't know that well, money, not like large sums of money, but because I think there's a certain like level of pride that it requires, humbleness actually, that requires for you to ask somebody for money. You know, that's probably not the first thing you want to do. So
flip it on his head.
Or you're a scammer.
Yeah.
Or you're a scammer.
Flip it on his head. Somebody asked y'all for $4,800.
You can try it.
I don't got it.
You can try it. You can ask me for anything. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna do the same thing Anthony Mackie did. Absolutely not. I'm gonna just look you straight. I'm gonna look you straight. Absolutely not. And that's gonna be that.
And if you had it,
I got a great question. What is having it? If I have $4,800,
I
don't
have
have
$400 a few times over. Like, not even a few times, multiple times over. Like, I can't even. I have to like not really be able to feel it at all for me to like feel comfortable enough to give somebody $4,800. Like, I can't even second guess. Like, oh no, what? Like, no. I have to like instantly be like, yeah, I got it. That's the only way.
How much you got to be up? Let's put a number on it. How much you got to be up for that $4,800?
Probably a couple hundred.
Couple hundred. Okay.
Yeah, I think like $750,000.
$4,800 is a lot, bro. I don't care how much money you got. $4,800 is like that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, $750,000 to where I just give away $5,000 because that's my mind just works like that. If I spend $56 on something, I just spent $100. Like, that's how my brain works.
You know,
that's how my brain works. Yeah, so it's like if I don't. Jay-Z has this quote where he says, "Don't buy something if you can't buy it twice."
Yeah. Honestly, the rule is actually like, don't buy it if you can't buy it 3 times. Like, you have to be able to. You can't afford
like 3
it.
times sounds a little bit more.
If you can't afford it if you can't buy it 3 times. Like, you know,
inflation,
so all of these people that like, you know, ran out to get the iPhone Pro Max. That phone costs like $1,200, bro. Like, do you have $4,800 right now? If not, then you can't afford that phone, you know? So,
boy, math. It's $3,600, but
36. Yeah, you're right.
You finance it.
36. No, you can finance it for sure. That's a legitimate option, but you're paying for the phone twice. So,
yeah, you are at that point.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Is there any problem with what Jay-Z said in his clip? What exactly did he say? Should I play the clip? Let me find it.
Play the clip.
Yeah, play it, because I have no idea what you're referring to.
Oh, this is great.
I thought this
That's awesome.
I thought this $4,800 came out of thin air, but now I'm looking at
I was going to ask you
here.
for $48. You think that was coming next? Like, are y'all my friends? Let me find it. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. All right. I just looked up 4,800. Oh, here it is.
Why wouldn't you look up Jay-Z?
I did, and I didn't find it. Apparently, he has some other shit going on, too.
From that space. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you'll have people that where you come from, if you behave in a certain manner, it's not accustomed to where they are, right? Some people haven't evolved past 16. They still stuck in that place. But you evolving every year. Mm-hmm. So that may be a threat to them. Subconsciously or consciously, Kev acting funny because blah, blah, blah. You have to navigate that. Mm-hmm. You have cousins. You got to go home for Thanksgiving and people are talking to you like Kevin Hart. and you going home for solace. You want family.
You're going home for peace of mind.
You going home for peace of mind.
And they don't give you that
and your
because
cousin
you're not
your cousins in your grandma's living room saying, "Yo, man, I got this play. I wanna if you just give me." You know what I mean? 4,800, I could make you 2 million. You like, it don't work like that, fam. But you got to explain to him, like, life isn't like that. Money isn't free, and no one's giving out opportunities. If it sounds too good to be true, it's really. And then he like, oh, you don't believe in my dreams.
Where did
Nigga, you better give him that $4,800, bro. I'm talking about I need.
Cut all that bullshit off, man.
I'm talking about I need 200, at least like a few hundred thousand to nigga. You up a Billy,
Two.
More.
plus Beyonce,
Yeah, he got one and she got one. Which is
featuring
bananas.
Beyonce.
Yeah, that's a little nuts. So, like the fact that you like really sweating over 40. I get the message in terms of like.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to have this conversation in your grandma's living room. But then again, how often does this cousin see you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't answer his calls.
When was the last time you got something for Christmas?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, come on now. Stop acting like you ain't got it like that, bro. And like people try to act like, oh, like people not gonna look to you as like the breadwinner in the family. Nigga, you a billionaire, bro. Billionaire. And you have a family. You got mad kids.
Yeah.
Like, not even mad. You got 3 kids. No, 4, right? 4 kids?
I think it's 3. Two
Three or four?
twins.
Twins.
It's
blue.
twins and blue.
Okay. So 3 kids. Mm-hmm. And you can't give up 4,800 to your cousin? And I know it's probably like, oh, that's not how business works, but bro, come on.
Just do
man.
it, right?
You
Just
gotta give it to every cousin.
Right, not every cousin. Like maybe the cousin that you believe in. Like I guess if the plan isn't thought out, maybe you can help them with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think the problem might have came with yo. I need 4,800. I can give you back 2 mil.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah. I've had somebody sell me that too. By the way, that's that exact same. Like it wasn't. I don't even think it was 4,800. I think it was like 1,200. And they were dead ass trying to tell me how they were gonna turn it into 2 million. That was
stimmy.
That was like 10, 15 years ago, and that nigga is in the same spot. But that's neither here nor there.
It's because you ain't giving that 1,200.
It's because I ain't giving the 1,200. That's fair.
This has me thinking about. I'm not sure if I asked you guys on the pod about this either. So Jackie Chan,
damn,
he
Father of the Year.
infamously said that when he passes away, none of his kids are getting any of his money.
Right?
They be doing that, yo.
I have friends. Yeah, no, but here's the thing. Don't say they. Relax.
No. But I say that. No, hold on. You're right. Let me clean it up. When I say they, I mean celebrities. Because I have something for this. It'll make sense.
Yeah. Because I think
Thank you,
Shaq didn't say something like that, but Shaq also says something to the line that like my kids aren't going to get money from me for free. That they got to work for it. This, that, and the other. How do you guys feel about that? Like, we're talking about one of the richest athletes ever, one of the most acclaimed, established filmmakers / actors ever, the most up of the up. How do you feel if you were in that same position? Like, you would like. Are you one of those type of guys? Because I had people in my group chat say like, "Oh yeah, I'm the same way. Like, yo, my kids gotta work for days. They're not just getting a handout like that." But
I'll be honest, I'm definitely on the side of if I ever make it to a point where everybody's like well off, I don't want my kids to be spoiled. I want them to work. I want them to like have a passion and have a drive. I don't want them to just have a handout, because if there ever comes a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to teach them how to, teach a man to fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that they can stand on their own without you. If anything is to happen to me, can you stand? I need to make sure that you can hold it down. And how can I do that if I'm just doing everything for you? You know, but like, and my thing is, I would tell them that. Mr. Manipulator over here. I would probably make them work. I'd probably make them have the thought that they ain't getting shit, and they might resent me.
What kind
for
of job though? Like, they gotta work at Starbucks and shit.
Nah, just something that just whatever they do, they have to be passionate about it. Whatever you do, you gotta give it your all. You gotta really try. I want you to be a master of some. I want you to like learn how to really have a passion for something, really engage with something, not depend on me. I want you to know that the net is there, but I don't want you to fall on it. You know, I feel like that's a most parents' goal is to like create a net for if my kid falls, I will catch them. But this net, I don't want you to fall in it. I don't want you to fall through it. But if you do happen to do it, I want you to know that I'm there. But I want you to be able to fly. I want you to be able to don't hit this net. You know, it's here for you, but don't fall into it. So that's kind of like where I would handle it. But I'd probably leave something for them.
What do you think, Hod?
One thing is fuck Jackie Chan. Great actor, you know, definitely. But nigga, you're dead. You're dead. Where's your like your money is gonna go somewhere. So that shit is just weird. Second of all, as far as like how I would handle it, for me, my kids have passions, and honestly, that shit might not unfortunately the passions that they have might not make them a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So sometimes what that money can do is provide a security for them to be enterprising. Listen, when I was young, especially in my early 20s as a young father, I took a lot of L's, but I never stopped trying. And I had to get picked up by a lot of people. I had to get picked up by my uncle. I had to get picked up by my mom. You know, I had to sleep on my mom's couch for months at a time. You know, sometimes you got to fold up the tent. You know what I mean? You go someplace, you try something, you try a new business venture, the shit don't work out.
Start Daniel Jones in the fantasy league.
You know, you make mistakes. That's part of life, you know? But it's definitely, to me, a parent's job to make sure that, as you said, that net is there, but they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall. You fall because you're trying. If you have a kid that's like not trying, they're probably not gonna fall. But if they're trying, they're gonna fall. And that's kind of what the net is for. Yes, make your kids work, absolutely. But mostly encourage them and cultivate that thing that you want them to be and want them to do. And I don't a lot of people act like their kids have to be this particular thing in order to be rewarded with this thing. And the thing is, why the fuck wouldn't your life improving mean that their lives improves? It just, to me, I think that's like, it's just a false.
It's fear. It's fear. They don't want their, because they only know what they know. They know what they went through, but a lot of people have to realize, and this is something that's important for a lot of like black people, a lot of children of immigrants. You have to be able to look past the life that you lived and look for the life that they're living as well. And like the life that you want for them, and that you have to be able to explain that. Sometimes you don't know how to talk about money because you never had money. But now that you have money, you're like, how do I keep them from being spoiled? I grew up with a lot of spoiled brats. I don't want them to end up like that. How do I do that? Oh, I hit them. I got hit. I hit them. Like, you only know what you know. And so if you're not doing that, like, research, or if you're not looking to talk to people who might be in a better state than you, who can give you some tips on like how to make sure that your kids are well off and not spoiled, if you got it now and like you want to make sure that they still have a work ethic and they still have like a mentality of, you know, I want to do this because I want to do this because I'm passionate about it, and not just because, you know, my dad's gonna reward me for it, he's gonna put me in his inheritance. Nah, work, do it. But like a lot of people just don't have that. It's a fear. That's really what it is.
So that nigga start resenting you.
Yeah, nah, it's true.
Fuck you, dad.
Yeah,
Fuck you, dad. And you know, because he's rich, so it means he likely has rich friends. His rich friends don't have to go through the same type of bullshit that you got him going through, and now he's building that resentment. You know, his friends are white.
Yeah. Parents gonna hate you for sure. They're gonna hate you. But like, here's the thing: do you want to be loved? Or do you want to make sure, like, sometimes being loved ain't the end game. Sometimes it's just making sure that they well off in life. And if you don't know how to do it, then
You don't know how to balance both.
right.
Yeah, like people act like you can't, like you don't have to be terrible. Like you don't have to be insufferable to your kids in order for them to be successful. And you don't have to be completely coddling in order for them to feel respected and supported. Like education is the most important thing. Again, mental health education, understand therapy is extremely important. A lot of people walk around with traumas and then they become parents and then they pass those traumas on to their kids. It's really that simple. I love my mother to death. She was extremely supportive. She helped me so much along the way. She was terrible at advice. She gave me some of the worst advice I ever got. My stepfather was the same way. He was one of them niggas that say like, don't ever use credit cards, only use cash for everything. like just bad information.
Again, all you knew. But that is just such terrible fucking advice. You have to, what you need to do is educate yourself on credit. You have to educate yourself on, finance and things like that. Let me push back a little bit real quick. Could it be perhaps that they might have seen something in you where it's like, this nigga gonna go try to get a credit card. We need to tell him.
No, they didn't protect me from none of that.
But did you get a credit card?
I've never had a credit card like myself. No, I've never had a credit card.
Okay. That's the thing. It's like, yes, it's good to get credit cards, but if you're dealing with somebody who like might want to get a credit card and it's like, they think of it as like, oh, you telling me this credit card ain't got no limit on it? I can get the flyest business. I'm going to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Think about talking to a kid. Don't open up no credit card in your name until you got a good job, until you're ready, until you can make those payments. Because if not, you're going to fuck yourself up. So, that's something that they can't even help you fix.
Let me push back on that. You shouldn't get a credit card just because you got a good job. Like that is also not true. You know what I'm saying? That
but I mean, like you can make your payments. That's what I mean. Like you have a consistent income where you can have consistent
income and still not make your payments if you're not educated on how credit works. Like there's just, again, my first phone, like my first like cell phone bill, it was off in like 2 months. And it was off because the cashier, the lady that sold me the phone, told me like, oh, all you have to do is like give them, you don't have to pay your whole bill at the end of the month. You give them like $50 or $75 and your phone will stay on. I ran with that shit and they turned my shit off immediately. They weren't playing with me at all.
But my point was that it's easier to give somebody who don't got shit the extreme so that they don't make that mistake. People are shuffling for money. We're in a recession right now. People are going to be shuffling for money. Them PPP loans come back, people going to shuffle to them. And a lot of people are going to go to jail. Yeah. But that's besides the point. For sure. There's going to be a big problem. But people need money. And so you sell them a dream. The credit card companies are going to come to you. I don't know how much mail y'all get. I get credit card shit all the time. Niggas sent me, they sent me a card. I ain't never even knew this bank exists. They just sent me a card and said, all you got to do is activate it, big dog.
Credit good. They stopped sending you cards if your shit is below a certain number. Your credit must be lit, bro. They just
sent me. It's a random bank I never heard of. They sent me a card. They said, "Go to this website. You can activate this." I'm like, nigga, I don't even know who y'all are. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's one of those things that if you can really get caught up easily if you don't have that financial education or if you're just really desperate. So that's my point. That's all I'm saying.
Desperation is definitely a thing. Ultimately, I know what Jay-Z meant. I know what he meant. And I understand what he meant.
We're going to move on after this.
I understand the thing about the peace of mind thing. But the problem with Jay-Z and people like Jay-Z, including Kevin Hart, including guys like Killer Mike, Diddy included, they posit themselves as like revolutionaries because they're billionaires. Capitalism in and of itself is not going to save black people. It's just not, it's not going to do it. So when people come and they talk about how much their wealth means for the black community, it's disingenuous, it's dishonest, and we should boo them, to be honest. And again, I love Jay-Z. I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I love Beyonce. I am a card-carrying Beehive member, but people that position
disclaimers.
people who
Speak your
position
truth,
themselves
nigga. Don't back it up. Just speak your shit.
people who position themselves as revolutionaries because they have access to wealth are frauds completely. So I just think it's whack, especially when we have these conversations and you can take that same $4,800, maybe you don't put it in his hand. Maybe you put it in a CD and say, this is in your name. You can't touch it for 15 months. You can't touch it for 24 months. And then you can have it. And see what happens.
Yeah, fuck all that, bro.
I'm just saying.
2 years, I can't have this 4,800. I'm gonna be dead, yo. I owe Big Worm. I owe Big
I'm in
Worm.
these streets.
Yeah.
You know how many niggas I owe? I'm trapped in niggas.
I
The fuck?
have 24 months. Got 3 days.
You lost 92 bricks, nigga. You got it back in 4 days. The fuck?
Oh man, let's get back to bad parenting, man. Y'all seen that little Asian girl in the streets?
She's back.
Can we just talk about how? Can we just give Dame a round of applause for like being the first? I don't know if we talked about that on the pod, but
We did.
man,
We was live and
It
direct.
was on Patreon.
it was on
Was it?
Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where homie was just like, "Yo, she ain't dead, bruh."
Nigga was confident in that shit.
Yeah.
Stood in that.
Stood in it, and it was right.
No hesitation. No hesitation.
Stood up tall for sure.
Yeah, immediately was like, nope, it ain't right. And like, honestly, it hit me and you hard. Like, cause I know you probably hit you because like, yo, like she was a kid, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
The kid
It was
is
fucked
dead.
up.
The kid is dead, and you over here. See, I got problems with you, conspiracy niggas. He didn't say none of that, but like, it's just like people like, because immediately you're just like, yo, really? Is this the time for that? But it was the time for that. So
It was incredible, bro. You know, it's funny. It's been so long since somebody faked their death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when was the last time there was like a legitimate rumor that somebody faked their death?
Carly Russell, what's her name? Carly.
Oh yeah, Carly. I mean, somebody
yeah.
that people knew prior.
Oh, like a
But shout out to
celebrity?
her. I gotta watch her movie on Tubi.
Yeah, they have a whole documentary out already. Oh,
I gotta
it's a
watch
movie.
that shit.
It's not even a
For
documentary.
sure.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. They changed the name to like Hardly Hustle or some shit like that. It was
Harley Hustle.
I don't know.
What's it called? Niggas theorize Tupac is still alive,
yeah.
including me.
Well, we know for sure he ain't.
Yeah, we found a nigga.
You know-
We found him.
You know, Keefy, you know what probably made Keefy confess? He probably got so mad at people like, nah, man, Pac ain't dead. He in Cuba. Like,
All
after
these-
a while, that shit, you probably be like, yo, nah,
Yo,
man.
no, nigga, I shot
His
that nigga.
ego.
I
killed
was
him.
there.
Yeah, I killed
It's like, yo, y'all gaslighting me right now?
Niggas started breakdancing in the back seat. Nigga, I promise.
Yeah, I killed him. Like, nah, he probably got so tight at Odom. Like, nah, he's alive in Cuba. Like Tupac sightings, people making money off of his hard work.
Yeah, I get it.
Yo.
I get it. Listen, I think you said that before, but yeah, if I kill somebody famous,
So
you know, it's like when you
stop. No.
You know what I'm gonna say.
So, no, I know you gonna stop. It's like when
But that's
you-
what it's like.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Hey, nah,
But
bro,
that's
y'all gotta
different.
respect my handle, bro. You know
No,
my body
no.
now.
Maybe $100,000 episode you can give that news, but I know you understand. Let's stay on task here. Lil Tay, famous. How old was she when she got famous? 6, 7,
9.
Like 9.
9?
Yeah.
9. Okay.
I guess it had been like a year or two. She was like 7 or 8 when it started, but
She
like
was
she
running with,
disappeared at 9.
she was running with Whoa Vicky, right? Who was she running with?
I don't.
Yeah.
Man, I was not there.
Whoa, Vicky. I don't know.
Bad
You know,
Baby.
Whoa, Vicky is on Baddies now,
I did see
like
that.
on
I
Zeus
will
Network.
absolutely not.
I fuck with Whoa Vicky. So I'm
No,
not
you
even
know
gonna
she's
get
a
Whoa
woman of
Vicky.
God now. She's not even the same
Yeah.
no more, bro.
Yeah,
She's
bro.
changed.
She on Father album. I love the way she talking. She's dope. You know what I'm saying? But that's not about Whoa Vicky. But yeah, I could believe that.
But that was the last time I seen her.
Yeah.
We. So I feel a way about people like that, the Will Vickies, the Lil Tays, the, you know, Bad Bobby or whatever, you know. And honestly, now the new version with this Bobby Althoff chick, I just don't like it when your entertainment or your brand is a mockery of Black culture. And it just is. And yes, her flashing money on Instagram and like driving around in fancy cars and stuff like that, that's hip hop. That comes from hip hop. That comes from the flashy era. We're not gonna act like it's not hip hop. And no, hip hop is not necessarily Black culture, but that is clearly what her influence is. And I don't think it's cute. I never thought it was cute. I think it's always in bad taste. These are children most of the time. You know, Danielle Bregoli, who's Bad Bobby, was 13 years old when she got famous for the Cash Me Outside. How about that shit? You know, it's always in bad taste. But, you know, the internet going internet. So shout out to her, get to the bag. But there's a lot of, you know, people are very disrespectful to a lot of Black people that really act like that are in entertainment. So
before you, I just want to say that we are also at fault here in the sense where we don't have to claim that shit. Lil Tay, we don't have to say Lil Tay acting Black. We don't have to claim that. She's Asian. She acting Asian. Like we need to stop claiming shit where people are if you Asian, you acting Asian. If you a white girl and you have a Black accent shit, you acting white. Like this ain't, oh, we hate them because they acting Black. Why do we claim that? We don't have to.
Because well, there's a reason we claim it because it comes from, like, okay, I have ADHD, right? If someone was walking around here like, yo, I'm so forgetful, just my ADHD, y'all. It's like, it's a real problem. Like it's a real thing that I struggle with. You're not gonna make a mockery of the thing of my trauma either. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna make a mockery of the thing that I suffer from. Like Black people.
Though. This is different though. This is different though.
I don't think
this is different than it. It's different because
niggas act like
Black
niggas
people,
because of trauma. Like let's be clear.
But
niggas
we
act like niggas
to,
because of trauma
need to stop
and violence.
playing into that. We need to stop playing into that. Like, and I know it's not all our faults, but we do need to recognize as ourselves. We talk a talk, but we gotta walk it too. We're not a monolith. Each of us, we're all Black. We're completely different niggas.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
We don't act like Lil Tay.
We don't.
So which one of us is she acting like?
She's acting like my homegirl Angie from Baisley.
Okay, she's acting like Angie. But that's not saying that she acting like Angie. She not acting like a Black woman. She acting like Angie.
Angie's a Black woman.
All right, but Angie's acting like Angie. And Lil Tay's acting like Lil Tay. But we don't have to own her behaviors. That's what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but the problem with what you're saying is that, again, they do it like a costume, right? Because Lil Tay is going to be 35 at some point. She's going to be 40 at some point, and she's not going to act like that, but she's still going to have the benefits of having acted like that. Meanwhile, there's a little Black girl that really lives that life, that really is outside like that, that really does, have, the wrong idea about life, that will never benefit directly from that behavior. Actually, that behavior may get her killed, may get her locked up, may get her pregnant before she's ready. There's a lot of things that come with it that Lil Tay will never have to deal with, period. So she's the last person that should be acting like that. It's again, you can separate from the behavior, but the behavior still comes from a place. As you said earlier, you have to ask why, right? And the answer to Tay's why is money. The answer to Angie's why is because her mother's a crackhead. Those are two different whys.
Should I play this song, or is that giving
Can
too much
Angie
exposure?
play the piano or the electric guitar?
No, Angie cannot. Shout out to Angie, though. Her baby
shout out
hairs
to
be
Angie.
laid.
Play the song.
to the
Yeah.
I just can't look away from it. I want it, you got me screaming.
You guys ready for my next take?
Let's go.
Cut the music. That bitch ain't singing.
Oh shit. It's not her at all.
Hell fucking no.
She on her Milli Vanilli?
You know what? I believe
Hell
him.
yes.
I believe him forever now. I know. But you know what?
That ain't her.
K-pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to.
That's
She don't fucking have to. Let her start singing in K-pop.
Yeah,
and I'm not
that's
trying
fair.
to be, I'm not being racist or whatever. I'm just saying that she can be in that bag now. And
Let her act
K-pop
like them
people,
instead?
K-pop, they have taken a lot from R&B culture, rap culture.
oh yeah.
So
For sure.
she seems on brand to me.
But took
Soul-
Halle
they had
off
Soul
of the,
first,
off the
technically.
poster. They had Soul first. I don't know about that. But they took Halle off the Little Mermaid poster in Korea, or the shit bombed in Korea. So again, all the rhythm, none of the blues.
Shout out to Oppenheimer. that was a career.
That's the Oppie.
Shout out to Oppie. Oh boy.
But what I will say though that Lil Tay is very talented. Again, her access, her lifestyle is very much her own. I don't actually think that she's acting black necessarily. I think she's acting
think so, bro.
like the internet, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like Logan, that's like saying Logan Paul and Jake Paul are acting black. No, they're acting like rich white kids actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I acknowledge that for sure. Yeah. But it's just the language. It's like, yeah, you bitches is still hating. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why are you talking like that? But anyway,
She also came out and made a lot of accusations about her parents.
I'm not playing that. Sorry
all
that
true.
happened to you.
Yeah, we're not playing it, but
Yes.
All true. I believe every word. I believe every
watched
word
it?
she said.
I believe her
briefly.
too, just because, like, bro, she looked really shook, like, legitimately, like, shook. So,
Every word.
I
And
still
so
think her
how-
brother
where's the-
is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I still think he's there behind the scenes 1000%. But
So let's be a little bit more humanely. Let's say, where is the future for girls like her? Let's say she has all this shit, all these stains on her jacket from her past. Where's the future for people like her? Like what else would she do? Like, and she's doing this whole rebrand now, and
Bro,
she has this.
she don't have to rebrand nothing. She's 14 years old.
Yeah,
Go be
she's
a
just a
fucking
kid.
kid, bro.
She's just a kid.
You're rich still.
Yeah.
What do you? It's like, is the money running low in the family or something? Maybe that's the case.
I think what the
Her
problem
dad ain't
is
leaving
that
her no money.
that's exactly it. I think she's gonna lose the access to the money, so she has to turn back up. And she's got to make sure she doesn't end up in like a conservatorship, like poor Britney. And
They be doing that.
they be doing that. Like I think she'll probably end up emancipating herself at the age of 16, and then like letting her brother or someone else kind of because her brother's not even 18 yet, I don't think. But the idea though,
I'd like to believe he is by this point, because he was a teenager when because there was the videos, like the behind the scenes videos, and you can actually see him. He looked like he was at least a teenager, and if it's been 5 years since then, he has to at least be 18 years older.
I don't. It's funny. They don't really have their ages. Oh wait, he's 21.
I don't know nothing
He's
about
21.
that nigga.
He is 21.
He has a name?
The name is not his
Like-
name. The name that is here that I'm reading is not his name. It says Jason Tien, but they also said her name was Hope, and her name is not Hope. So her name is
Maybe her
Tay
name means
Tien.
hope.
It says her name is Tay Tien, but I don't think her name is Tay. I thought it was written as something else.
You saying Tay like Tatiana?
Well, yeah, like Tatiana, but it's just Tay, Tay, Tien, Tian. Her father's a lawyer. Her mother is a real estate agent.
Oh, he gonna get away with it.
They made a lot of money, and yeah, I think this is a play because the money is pretty much she's not going to have access to it. So she needs to use her influence to secure her life, which probably just ends with her owning a fucking real estate agency too and calling it a day.
Just go be a kid, bro.
Speaking of wanting to just be a kid, let's talk about this little rollout that Drizzy's finally doing. In a couple of hours, man, we will be getting Fat D for all the dogs. Finally, y'all believe it this time or not?
You're already
I think
wrong. You're already wrong. It was just announced like in the last 20 minutes that it's actually coming out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., not at midnight.
6 a.m. on the wake up.
I respect that. He's in his 30s. He's in his late 30s at this point. I respect it. Go to sleep, my nigga. It's all right. take your ibuprofen, go to sleep, wake up, and let's run it back. You know, when
That's
you got a full...
for the 30-year-old niggas that need sleep.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. But let's talk about it still. 8 a.m. in your neck of the woods. Well, not your neck of the woods, but Charlotte.
8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Yeah, I ain't shifting. I sending it to me, by the way.
You was gonna find your way to it. Come on now. It
Yeah,
was
but
on
nigga,
every...
I send y'all all this. Y'all really ain't, because I send y'all some shit when I first see it. You know what I'm saying? And Dame, you ain't low neither, because sometimes I be sending shit to the chat and you be sending it, and then I be like, I sent it already. I mean, I like, but it's kind of like validation in a way, because it's like, oh yeah, all right, I hit that one on the nail, you know, because I sent shit. You're like, you sent this, I'm like, all right, so I was right. He would want to see.
He does like this. Okay.
Yeah. Either way, it's also like, damn, you know. Now he doesn't know that I sent it first, but then he, like, at first you don't know, but then you see it and you're like, oh, you did send it. Anyway, y'all should have said that shit to me, man. Y'all know I want to see that.
No, that's
y'all know
fair.
I'm a stand.
So Drake released 8 a.m. in Charlotte with a video, along with the video to YouTube, Instagram. Video starts with his son Adonis talking about a piece of art that Drake makes sure to mention that he purchased. Right? He says, "Do you want to talk about the piece of art that I bought from you?" Adonis says a bunch of things that a 3-year-old says. And then he asks Drake, then Drake asks him, "Do you want to tell them how much you made?" And I love it. Adonis goes, "Oh, please." And it's so funny because, like, me and T definitely, we watch a lot of, you know, I don't know if you used to watch Mel Brooks, but I used to watch Mel Brooks all the time, Larry David. And the fact that Adonis is a baby and is already an old Jewish man is fucking hilarious to me. he said that shit like an old Jewish man. It was the cutest thing.
He might as well have said "Oy vey." At that point.
Exactly. He's definitely talks Yiddish. But the video comes on, the song comes in, the beat is crazy. It's produced by Conductor Williams, I guess. One of the is
that who that tag is? The Conductor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
he did Action Bronson's album.
He does a lot of he does a lot of the
he did a lot
Griselda
of stuff.
He
did a lot of stuff for Griselda. He's
surprised.
Yeah. A lot of people
hopping on to the next culture. The hottest producer, Benny X, Conductor.
Yeah, he's
Nick Craven, be on the lookout, yo.
Yeah,
it's going down for sure. I do want to hear Drake on some Alchemist shit, like just for my own self. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if we get it.
That'd be pretty fly.
Yeah.
But honestly, sounds good. Sounds good to me. It's a little bit like kind of standard time and place. I'm gonna get some bars off kind of rap from Drizzy. He's not reinventing the wheel at all, but you know, the bars were there. I really like the Czechoslovakian line. I thought that was really fire.
I loved it. I chuckled.
I did too. I love the fact that he was so impressed with himself. He goes, "Nigga, what the fuck?" Like he really thought that was some heat.
I hate it.
I like that line.
I really like that shit.
My favorite thing, and I saw this on Twitter. There was a line about what there was a I got a video of you bowing down, we going hiding in. Yeah,
USB,
no, another USB, yeah, whatever. And then somebody on Twitter pointed out, like, yo, I find it funny that he says this, but there's a compilation of videos of him bowing down to Kanye West on stage. And then, long behold, right below that is 4 separate occasions throughout his career. The latest one being like not even a couple years ago, where he's bowing to Kanye West on stage.
Are we sure he's still shooting at Kanye here?
It doesn't even matter, bro. You can't say that. It does.
I can shoot at himself.
I got you. T, what were your thoughts?
I liked it, man. I'm always excited for like a new Drake drop. I find it interesting how people are dropping full on videos on, because he's not the first person I've seen do this first. I've seen Father do this before, where he basically drops the whole music video on Instagram or on TikTok. Like, you're gonna get the whole music video there. It's not even on streaming yet. I like that. I do like that, and it proves that we're heading somewhere. I think Spotify is probably shaking in its boots a little bit. It's like you're not getting those numbers, you're not getting those first streams. Like it's going to all the other places first, and so it's doing a little damage for sure. So I like that. I like that people are finding new ways to bring traffic to other places that might respect you a little bit more. So I'll start there. I like that.
He could be, because Instagram is handing out the bag now. He put out this video on I said Instagram, on Twitter or X, whatever. Mm-hmm. Collecting them impressions. I know you don't really need it, but
it is on
honestly, I don't know what the payout is, but if the impressions can match what the streams would be on Spotify, I'd like to imagine maybe you make a little bit more off the impressions, considering what we know, or how what artists make on Spotify, like how many streams they need to make, per dollar or whatever. So who knows? They could be testing those waters.
Twitter kind of like YouTube in a way, and it almost seems like it's trying to become like YouTube Premium, because like I told you, Elon gonna be charging everybody soon, and it's like, hey, if I can get no ads, and if I can almost have everything I need that like is on YouTube, but I can have it compacted and it's on Twitter, maybe.
That's fair. Maybe. The UI for YouTube is still just too good as far as like the recommended and subscriptions and stuff like that. It's still just too advantageous, and they're really they've really done like a really good job. We're kind of just staying at the front, and it's not just, I don't think it's a one-man race. Again, all social media does videos, you know what I mean? There's a way to make it easy, but YouTube is still the best videos.
One. You know how much content you can put in one post now on Twitter?
Yeah, no, I agree.
5,000 characters for like a post, and for video, I think it's something ridiculous. I think I saw like a couple hours. Like you could put like, I've seen people put like a whole
movies.
Yeah.
It
can
great.
happen.
It's great.
It's like those beginning days of YouTube, man.
Oppenheimer definitely was up there for like 3 days.
For sure. Yeah. But like, not to get too off track, but anyway, the song, there are a couple lyrics on there I liked. I heard the diss on there. I definitely thought he was dissing Ye, but also kind of himself, because like, why would you, it's all part of the rollout. But people were saying that he was also dissing Charlemagne in a way, because they were saying that like none of your people is with you no more. It could apply to many people. Like I've heard, like I saw people talking about a lot of different people that it could have been about, like, in terms of who he's dissing. But it could have also matched Charlemagne. His people ain't on the Breakfast Club like that no more. A lot of people, he's losing a lot of people in that sense. But
yeah, Envy next.
Yep.
Envy going to jail, but we're not going to get into that right now.
He is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's going to jail. That nigga's
gonna be in prison like top of
Do not collect.
That's not funny. Prison rape is funny. Anyway, I'm excited, man. 6 a.m. Are we? y'all gonna wake up? Y'all gonna listen to it early, or y'all setting
I
y'all
get up
alarms?
that time anyway.
Nah.
I get up that time anyway.
Actually, yeah, I do get up at that time, so I probably will pop it on if it is out. We'll see.
I'll do my
I'm not
commute,
fully I'm not
First
committed.
listen at the museum speakers.
right?
Nah, I'm off, so I'll be home.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
We talked about this with the Travis project. What speakers or system gets your first listen when it's a major drop like this? Car,
AirPods, AirPods or headphones usually. Usually when it comes on at midnight, but if it's coming on at 6 a.m., maybe I'll take a drive. I gotta work tomorrow, but you know, I would like to. I would like to listen to it in the car, but you know.
You ever wish your commute was a bit longer? Like you know, like my commute is about 25 minutes, right? That's not enough to get the whole album out. I might go to the gas station or something like that first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I make some stops that I need to make. I take the long way home if I need to, or the long way to work. Yeah, if I had to, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. What about you? What's your
I got the
first
studio
listen
monitors. I'm definitely gonna do the studio monitors first. So I typically have to do it in the middle of the day, to not disturb anybody. But yeah, I try to do studio monitors first. Then I'll probably do car. Headphones don't get a lot of run from me unless I'm in the gym. So not so much there, but I try to play it out loud first because I imagine that most artists would like their music played out loud on first listen. Again, I think I'm going to start doing a series on like how to listen to whatever album, I think that'd be actually a cool thing.
Yeah, you should. But also I realized that you ever play like an album, like this is ungodly sometimes, but you ever like play something out loud like on your phone and it's like you just like you don't hear a lot of the sounds, but you sound like you might like it, but then you hear it later on like a speaker or like you hear it outside and you're like, damn, this song is banging. Like, but you're like, it almost sounds like a different song.
I've had it the other way. I've had it like, yo, I heard it on some shitty speakers. I'm like, nah, I gotta play this shit out loud. And that shit was not hitting the same out loud. I was like, yo, how the fuck did it sound so good in this old ass Caprice? But when I actually get it in the whip, it's not really banging like that.
That's happened to me a couple times too. For somebody, because I have a good ear for music, but like sometimes I'll hear like something, like I'll hear sounds will be missing on the way that I like play a song, and I'll be like, this sounds good, but then I'll listen to it on better speakers, and then I'm like, ew, like something will happen with the bass. Yeah. Like I'll be like, why are y'all doing with that with the bass? Like this song was so much better without that. Like, do y'all ever have like moments like that where you're listening to a song and then you like pick up something like a sound and you're like, it gives you the ick for that song? You're like, oh man, like I don't like this.
I don't like that. A lot of producers are using a lot of saturation in their 808s now, and so that it sounds boomy even on like smaller speakers. So again, it tricks you because you think when you turn this shit up, it's gonna bang crazy, and then it's like, oh,
Pain 1990, whatever that shit was, 1993 was like that. That bass was not.
It wasn't.
You could turn it up as loud as you want. That bass is not.
It was not coming with you.
That shit always fucked me up. Because then when the next song came on, my shit is fucking booming.
Yeah, now it's fucked up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You gotta put it in DJ, turn up the low end to give you a little bit more bass boost it yourself or some shit, That
happened a lot when I used to like download music illegally too. Like some of the shit, like the volume would just be off for some reason when on the upload or some shit.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, excited for that. I'm sure we're gonna be talking about it amongst ourselves. We can figure out if we're gonna do anything, if we're gonna, give our thoughts to the people. No, I didn't. There's a whole track list?
The track list is out. Do you want to know it? No features have been released.
How many tracks?
It's 23.
23?
23. Yeah.
Niggas is eating.
I gotta read the track list because this is interesting.
Okay.
First song is called Virginia Beach.
Yeah, can we make guesses on which track's gonna hit the most? Do you think?
Sure.
Top three.
I'll share then.
Yeah.
Share screen. All right. So first song is called Virginia Beach. That's interesting to me off the bat, especially because Pusha is from Virginia.
Can you like
make it bigger?
magnify? Yeah. Pause.
Word. It's not
SBW. I just like those letters.
So fucking stupid. Dumbass
SBW
kid.
stands for Scary Black Women. Happy Spooktober.
Jesus. Can you see it now or is it still kind of small?
Nah, that shit did not help.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not getting bigger. Pause.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me try
I'll just get close.
You'll just look close? No, like, I'm going to make it bigger. There we go. Okay, put it over
Got pills for
here.
that.
Fuck the pill. I'm taking that honey.
Wait, can y'all still see it or?
Nah, you're gonna have to. That's what happened to me the other day when y'all started clowning me for the internet. Bitch ass niggas. You can't share nothing. You have to like open up a whole new thing. Better. Cool.
Okay. Virginia Beach. Interesting. Amen.
Ass.
Calling for you.
Amen's gonna be ass. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He's not good at the second songs for some reason. Fear of Heights. That sounds like some shit he would have had.
Fear of Heights
on,
might be some heat.
It sounds like some shit he would have had on Thank Me Later though.
Yeah.
Think of
I think I
Fear
might
of
like that one.
Fear of Heights. Think of it. FOH. Fuck out of here.
Daylight. First Person Shooter.
Bad timing.
Trash.
Featuring 21 Savage. Guaranteed.
Very bad
Oh,
timing.
it's gonna be.
IDGAF.
This one's gonna be ass.
Featuring.
Wait, is this out already?
This is the
In
track
Yeet.
list?
No. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think so.
I'm looking at the track list on Rap Genius, and for some reason it has like 70,000 views already.
It probably has a snippet or a leak or some shit.
Oh yeah, it's a snippet. Yeah, apparently Yeet is on it.
Yeah, I said Playboy. It's Yeet. Okay, makes sense.
It's gonna be
Trash.
ass.
7969 Santa.
I think either one of those songs, that's probably gonna be like one of my favorites, either going into Slime You Out or coming out of Slime You Out. One of those songs gonna hit. I don't know which one is gonna be, but it's gonna be one of those.
Where or what is 7969? What could that mean?
Could be an address. He does that a lot. Like when he said 21 to Addy, so the knife is on the gate. Right? He does the addresses a lot. Might be Santa Monica Boulevard.
I was thinking about that too.
Slime You Out. Bahamas Promises. That's gonna be heat.
Fire.
You know it. That was gonna be crazy. Tried Our Best. That's gonna be heat too. Screw the World Interlude. I'm interested to see who's on that. Members Only. Drew a Picasso.
Ass.
Nah.
I think it's gonna be ass.
That's gonna be a diss
What
song.
Pluto do is probably gonna be featuring Future, right?
Yeah, what will Pluto do? That shit might be hard though.
It might be a single.
All the Parties. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, which we heard. BBL Love Interlude. Here this nigga go. Gently. Ty Dolla Sign. Rich Baby Daddy.
Are you guessing? You're guessing Ty
I'm
Dolla Sign?
guessing. These are all guesses. Rich Baby Daddy. I think that's gonna be like the Too Sexy from Certified
trash.
Lover Boy. It's like just a jokey kind of song, but
Rich
like,
Baby Daddy is gonna have a sample that which one of these is gonna have the sample that we just fucking hate? like which one is gonna have that sample?
I don't give a fuck.
I think it's
gonna be like
or
I think it's
Amen.
gonna be Drew a Picasso.
Hold on. Now Yachty did talk about there's gonna be a very controversial part, and it might be the lyrics. Do you think he's gonna sample R. Kelly on this album?
Nah, I don't think he's that brave.
I feel like he will. I feel like he's gonna sample. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I feel like it might happen.
Another Late Night, Away From
That
Home,
might be heat to me. Another late night.
and then Polar Opposites. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like the Yachty song's gonna be trash. Does Yachty and Drake have a good song together?
Not in my opinion.
They only got Oprah bank account, don't they?
Yeah, I can't think of any song that they have together.
I thought they were besties. How the fuck he only give you that one song? He don't love you like
He
that.
probably
knows
have
that
shit in the
nigga. Nah, never mind. I could be besties with a nigga, but I don't mean I'm a rap with you.
Yachty writes some of his shit, so.
Ooh, okay. Adonis can't draw. Drake. Adonis cannot draw. All this shit looks
Clearly.
terrible.
Yeah, hang
Since
it up.
you thought
bro.
it was a dog, now the whole fucking album rollout is fucked up. He said it was a goat.
Yeah, you need to.
This is a terrible race car, my nigga. This looks awful. Why does he keep writing the S? His name starts with an A, and so
This
does
shit like a
yours.
beetle. This shit
Right.
like a beetle, bro. Yeah. Then
Wait, is it a beetle?
Bobby?
God damn.
No, it's not a beetle. It looks like a beetle though.
Nigga spelled daddy wrong. Yo, get this nigga out of here, man. I ain't gonna get this little nigga
I don't want
out
to
of
see
here,
this
bro.
no more, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's your final warning before I start sending out heat for real. I'm being kind
That
of
nigga
nice
love his
right
dad
now.
a little too much, yo.
Shit weird, man. Shit weird.
Most rich kids hate their parents. Why he love his dad so much?
Yeah, maybe because his dad is leaving him all his inheritance.
Because he be with his grandmother.
Yeah, he's more of a fan.
Right.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, I've seen it. Shit. All right, you can stop sharing. I've seen enough. All in all, that's gonna be nice to hear. I'm excited to hear.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of Yachty, did we talk about his J. Cole feature?
Nope.
No, let's talk about it real quick. Let's get into
quick,
it.
then
I
we
know
can-
y'all probably have a lot to talk about.
Listen, Yachty, you tried, boy,
I didn't hate his verse,
but I didn't love it.
it's the proximity. If he was with somebody else, it would have hit a little harder. It's the proximity, I think.
Like when Yachty does that thing where it's like he's like Yachty feels like a hamster on a treadmill running at a cheese that's hanging in front of him, but he's never gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he looks like
Yachty raps like a 5-year-old runs full speed. Like he just like stumbles. You know, he's a little sloppy, and it's like, for how long are we gonna give him this like pass of just like, all right, nigga, can you get on beat now? Like, can you like pick a flow that you can keep up with?
I am going to shoot Yachty some bail. I'm going to shoot Yachty some bail.
It's not bad.
I'm gonna read you the lyrics. I don't sound like Lil Yachty. All right, I'm just
Can you
gonna
rap
read
it though?
Yeah, I'm gonna rap it. All right. Allegedly, they figured out that I'm the secret recipe. The baddest hoe gonna test the E, then blame the high for wanting sex. I never wanted peace. Fuck all the ops. I support Malcolm X. The stack of chains is just the front. Overtaxed and underwhelming. Your jeweler pulled a major stunt. I don't smoke weed or already blunt. A lot of my cars I had to hunt. My doggy young as hell, but still a step. We call him Baby Runt. Like window shoppers, I see through every front. I speak on what I need. I foresee everything I want. I block out anything I hate. Still the heart is still unpaid. The notice went unseen. The tenants too relaxed. The standards have it's weird. It's weird.
This shit is hard though. That sound like you add slam poetry. Everybody's like, woo! Everybody's going crazy for you.
I had to.
But
not
I never
listen
said
to the
anything
song.
about the
I had to not listen to the song and go to the Rap Genius and actually read the lyrics, because that delivery, that flow on that beat, he sounds terrible. He always sounds terrible.
It's just the delivery. He can write, and it's obviously, and it's been obvious, bro. He's written for multiple people now.
Yep.
And he's given multiple people hits. So I'm not saying that he can't rhyme, but like Hot says, the delivery. It's just he's little, you know, he's just learning how to take his first steps.
And let me just be clear, because I saw a tweet that said Yachty is a generational talent, and everyone who's pretending that he's not good is just hating, right? I wanted to respond to that because Spike Lee is a generational talent as a director. He's a fucking terrible actor. Quentin Tarantino is a generational talent as a director. He is a fucking terrible actor. it is totally possible that he is great. He is a visionary. He is great at aesthetics. You know, he came in with like interesting cover art. You know, he came in like with, you know, being colorful. Why the fuck do you have to assault our ears by rapping? Like, why can't you just go be Virgil or something? Like, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. But your
problem isn't with the tweet. Your problem is with Yachty. Because the tweet is just saying that people invalidate his greatness because of the fact that he tries to rap. And he might not be a lot of people's cup of tea. He is definitely
He's not
treated as if the general talent that he is.
There's an objectivity that people act like rap doesn't take skill. People act like rap doesn't take gifts, and it does. It does. Everybody can't rap. It's really that simple. Just because it's easy to do doesn't mean everyone sounds good doing it. You know, it's fine if he's not good at rapping. It's okay. He's great at other things. No, I don't think no old rapper, new rapper, critic, fan, Twitter nigga, chat nigga, whatever. I don't think nobody has a problem with Yachty being a creative director for Lacoste. Nobody has a problem with Yachty executive producing for an artist that he found from Atlanta. Most people don't think he can rap, and it's really that simple. But how is that hate? Objectively, he can't rap.
Who's most people?
Most people who speak on that typical that particular topic of like, is Yachty a good rapper? Because again, here's the thing: you've been presented to us as a rapper. We have to judge you on that merit. If you're a great designer, but you happen to be presented to us as a rapper, that might be problematic. You know,
let's circle back to a conversation we had. Who do we power for? Who do you think Yachty raps for?
I think Yachty raps for niggas that can't rap. I'm being 100% like honest when I say that. I think he raps for people who are told that they can't do something and are willing to try anyway. They're brave enough to be willing to try anyway, which again, I don't mind. Everyone loved the movie Rudy from the 80s about a nigga who could not play football to save his life, had all these health problems. Just getting him one fucking touchdown like made the whole movie. It was beautiful. Everybody cried at the end. Perfect.
Yachty raps for the niggas that finish coloring books first, but color outside the lines.
They gonna use every crayon too, and it might be some heat. But it's not gonna be in the lines.
All right,
they're gonna mix colors too.
Let's keep on at it. Who you think J. Cole raps for?
There's too many directions. I think J. Cole raps for niggas that's 40. Like J. Cole raps for niggas who
True.
Yeah,
older
who raps 40 and up. Niggas who still like who would never wear fitted jeans. There's J. Cole raps for niggas whose sons are like 16 right now. For sure.
They're 20. I think his sons are in their 20s.
Close.
Yeah.
17, 18, around there.
Jay-Z raps for niggas who tried to smoke weed in college but couldn't hang, but they're still cool with all the potheads, so they just hang out with them but walk outside when they start smoking.
You said Jay-Z, but did you mean J. Cole?
J. Cole, yes. J. Cole.
That's fair.
Last one. Who does Drake rap for? And add on to that, what does this fan base look like? Because I was having this talk with one of my friends, and he was telling me about albums that he likes. He basically says that Honestly Nevermind is ass, Certified Lover Boy is ass. And it's because they don't have concepts. And I was saying, and I was like, all right, give me your top 5 albums that like have like good concepts, things that you like. He named Kali Uchis album,
okay.
The Forever Story.
I know Food and Liquor was in there.
No, I asked for recent ones.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me find it real quick. Forever Story, Mr. Morale, Fountain Baby, Red Moon, Age of Pleasure, KD3, Dawn FM, and Renaissance.
Shout out KD3.
Is there a theme to KD3?
Huh?
Is there a theme to KD3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was about getting older. Like that album
Okay.
is all about
like a concept? Okay.
Yeah, there was
Cool.
a concept.
So then that's his point. But when I was talking about like CLB and stuff, I was like, all right, because he was saying like Drake just makes playlists. He doesn't make albums. But I was saying like all those like albums that you named, like I went to Kali Uchis concert. It was a bunch of Latinas dressed in red, like in dresses.
Sounds like a good time.
Her fan base.
Yeah.
It was great. Her fan base. You know what I'm saying? You know the type of people that's going to a Kendrick show. You know the type of people that's going to see Nas in concert. You know the type of people that's going to see The Weeknd. But like when you imagine a Drake fan, what pops into your head?
Niggas that get on their tippy toes when they gotta use the bathroom.
What?
Niggas that sneak like
Jesus, man.
niggas that be floating to pies on windowsills. Nah, but for real, who do y'all imagine? Because I couldn't come up with an answer. I don't know what Drake fans look like. I know I'm a Drake fan, but I don't look like a Drake fan.
Honestly, that's kind of the ambiguity of Drake, right? He pleases many fan bases. I've told you, I've had to create my own abridged version of all of Drake's albums for that reason, because I know that 6 or 7 of those songs are not going to be talking to me. You know, I think the whole thing with Joe Budden going crazy on a podcast was the reason why Joe Budden was wrong essentially was because he's not talking to you. He's not. He has more people that he's talking to than just you. And what you can do with Drake is you can go in there and you can take your songs and make your playlist and move on with your life. There's nobody that loves all of Drake's music. I don't think that person exists. Except Bobby Altoff.
You think they fucked?
No.
Okay.
Somebody said she's gonna Me Too one of these rappers, and I was very uncomfortable. Like, yo, y'all are wild.
Drake makes the most sense if she's ready. Whenever they're ready to take Drake down, it wouldn't be
Bobby's gonna be at the forefront.
leading the charge.
Jesus,
He suggested that we do the interview in the bed.
it's gonna be nasty for sure.
Speaking of nasty,
But
Sexy Red lied. She lied. That's all I'll say. She lied.
she wasn't looking for a sugar daddy.
She's out here looking crazy right now.
She lied. Straight up lied. That song, that all the lines that people singing.
Not what she living like. Not how she living life.
City boy. City boy.
Her coochie is not pink.
Jesus,
She lied to
the
all of
booty hole
y'all.
definitely brown though.
Yeah, ain't the only thing.
Jesus. All right, next.
Not too much. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. We good? Anything else we got? I don't know if. Do we have anything else?
We didn't say anything about the J. Cole verse. I think that J. Cole verse is probably one of my favorite. We just talked about Yachty. Yeah. That J. Cole verse is probably one of my favorite verses of the year so far. Personally, he keeps taking jabs at rappers that he's doing these songs for.
Yeah, I find
You think that was
nigga
really a
said-
young boy diss? People said that it was, but I don't know if I believe it yet.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, which part?
The FaceTime me for a feature to get the stare of death or something like that.
Oh, I thought he was talking right to Yachty. I mean, obviously I didn't think he was talking to Yachty, but I just found it funny that you saying this over
He did.
a feature.
Listen, this is the line with that is clearly about Yachty. Where is it? I hate the press. They're refusing. No, that wasn't it. Faking rap, making meth because you ain't a threat.
Bro,
No,
Command
that
F death.
No, that line was about that line was about Young Boy, but
Think so?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so
So-
this is it. The Cole and Yachty coming for their respect. Come and pay your debt. Just like a travel pillow, we at your neck for the way you slept, the nuance. But I see hella influence in the way you dress, the way you sound, the way you try to move. You try to stay abreast on all the latest flows and latest tones coming from Generation X. Y'all chasing relevance is evidence by the way you step. As for me, I cook so masterfully and gotta pay a chef. So when he says you stay abreast on all the latest flows and latest tones from Generation X, he's talking about young rappers that are trying to follow the moves of the older rappers. He's not talking about because this is not Generation X. This is Generation Z, right? The Gen Zers are trying to move like the
Gen
older
Z
rappers.
is like they're already born. Like the next, yeah. Gen Zers are the ones that is currently in the.
Like Yachty's a Gen
impactful
Zer,
movies.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. He might be a millennial. I think he's
He is
our
not
age,
no
like
fucking
me.
millennial, bro.
Yeah, he is. Like he's. I don't think he's older than me.
You're not a millennial.
I am a fucking millennial. We talked about this, bro.
You're not a millennial.
95. I am a millennial, bro.
95?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
wanna talk about it.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's
He's
fine.
born in 97. He's 26.
But
So he's in that pocket.
yeah, I think he's this is written on Genius as if he's talking about older rappers trying to follow new rappers, but I don't think that's the case. I think there's a lot of new rappers that are trying to redo sounds from the older rappers and then trying to make it new again, right? We talked about this with the sample hell. I think he's talking about that. So
It's true.
Mm.
Agree with you there,
So
homie.
yeah, and then yeah, apparently he is responding directly to NBA YoungBoy with that FaceTime
yeah,
line.
niggas making threats and I laugh because you ain't a threat. That's hard, bro.
He said, so on YoungBoy's song, "Fuck the Industry Part 2," he says, "Jay a hoe." That nigga played it cold like he was gonna do a feature. So I texted his line a muscle sign. I swear it's gonna be nice to meet you. Pussy niggas trying to close the dough. J. Cole responds in this song, "Incoming call. Press the button, the one that says accept." He FaceTime asking for a feature, saw the face of death. So that appears to be a direct. And apparently down here it says, J. Cole was left waiting in a studio for 8 hours on YoungBoy for a feature.
Yep.
But this never happened as YoungBoy never showed up. And Cole never reached out again.
I respect YoungBoy.
I wouldn't
for keeping
either.
it in the music. I respect him for that.
He ain't got no choice but to keep it in the music. He cannot leave his house for another year.
The nigga, isn't he still like Montana or Wisconsin or some shit?
Yeah, he can't leave. That nigga shot 13 videos in that crib. Niggas done seen every room in that fucking house.
Hey, and that label gonna protect him as long as they gonna keep making money from him.
I have a quick question. Then we should get up out of here. But if you have house arrest and you have money to, can you expand like your house? Like can you renovate your house?
You actually, well, honestly, most of the time, it doesn't. You have to have a primary place of residence. Most people, rich people that are smart enough to do it, will use like the largest piece of land that they have, so that they can have the most room to you can build on it. You can invite people over. Have different places that you sleep. But yes, you can. But you can. But if
I'd have so much fun playing with that. Smack a nigga and then walk outside.
if there is a limit, there is like a proximity line, and it's like there's no like invisible wall. You can clearly go past the line, but you have to, the ankle monitor or whatever will go off, and you have to get back in there in like a matter of like 5-10 minutes or something like that. But like I think about that a lot. Like, what if my op just happens to cross by my door? You know what I'm saying? Can I shoot this nigga?
He knows I'm home.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also,
That shit
what if you
shouldn't be
got
my
bed
fault.
bugs and you gotta like fumigate the place and you gotta like You gotta like evacuate.
Got to get it written.
Interesting.
Going to jail.
Interesting. Rest in peace to Ant. That app, I thought it had so much potential. I used it for a little bit. I had a little bit of a fan base on there, and by fan base I mean 20 followers. But I earned each and every one, so I appreciated that.
Hey.
And yeah, man. I liked that app. I really feel like I had potential. I
hope somebody expands on the idea.
Right. I do too. Bro, come on, stop. Get it out of here.
FOMO, bro. FOMO.
Yeah.
If y'all want to know what T just
Yo, go to our YouTube channel to see.
Stop.
if y'all want to know what T just told me to take off the screen, go to youtube.com/ because we are podcast.
Jesus, man.
Oh my God.
That's it for me. I got like some end of the pod stuff, like some after the songs, but nothing right now. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say before we head up out of here?
Hod, you're next, buddy.
Oof.
You are next. Fantasy football. Hod took his for the viewers that aren't on patrons and don't know. Hod took his first L of the season.
Sure did.
My guy.
I did.
Trendell.
Yeah, boy.
Now he has
about,
to
man?
face the nigga in first place.
Yeah.
The top scoring.
I'm in
nigga in
third,
the league.
bro. Like don't make it seem like you out of my league.
Let's go to points 4 to see how many points each one of us has scored this season, and that's where there's levels.
That's
at.
what
There's your 3-1, and there's my 3-1. You know what I'm saying?
This
You're
nigga scared.
You got 471. I got 555. The only nigga up
That's
in the
a lot.
500s. But I mean, that's just me.
That's a lot.
That's just me.
That's a
Literally.
lot. Not gonna lie.
That's a bar. You think he said that's just me?
So yeah, I got hot this week. Next week, I believe. What's next week? I think it's another matchup, right? Is it me and T?
Me and you.
Yep.
So another week of shit talk.
Nigga, if I win, I'm talking so much shit. Oh shit!
I think
DJ
your team
Moore?
is doing great right now. Yeah, DJ Moore has 2 touchdowns.
That's not me. That's.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Never
well.
mind. So sorry.
Yeah, DJ Moore got a 30 burger right now.
Shit.
At halftime.
Yeah,
That's
the
nuts.
Commanders are getting spanked for sure. So
Yeah,
it's pretty
I got that
ugly right
defense.
now.
I mean, that's pretty
Bad,
surprising
bad.
considering the fucking Bears are
Bears.
0-4 and the Commanders are 3-1. We just gave them their first loss, so this is Justin Fields is waking up. He's actually throwing touchdowns now. Everybody,
Is
he's
your
throwing the
pitcher-
ball into the end zone.
T, is your pitcher fucking Jonathan Majors? Is your team name I'll beat your ass?
Why is he trying to? Do you see what he's trying to do now? We have had many weeks for you to talk about this, but now you're trying to.
I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on, T. I got you. Yo, T, take your moment now to talk your shit.
Yo, hi, mute up real quick.
To everybody.
Yo, hi, mute up real quick.
Again.
Hold on, bro. I just need a moment because niggas counted me out, and I said it on Patreon, but I'm gonna say it again here.
This is just a moment.
It'll give you a moment of silence because
Grandmother.
niggas really thought that I wasn't gonna spank the. Yo,
Can we please have a moment of silence?
yes we can because niggas was acting like I ain't had it all. I ain't have a good lineup. Niggas was talking down on me. Like he was gonna. What'd you say? You said you was gonna make the bed. You said you was gonna make it all night, and then you was gonna close the casket. Nigga, I'm alive. I'm still here. I am Knuff, nigga. I'm here. I'm alive. We live. We all the way live. And I'm gonna face you again in like week 15, 14. And I'm gonna run it back. So I hope you come correct next time. I hope you ain't starting Daniel Jones. I hope you start
That's where you
Lamar.
messed up at.
Yeah, you messed up big time. And I'm not gonna say that you let me win, because that's not what happened. Clearly, you made your mistakes. But like you said earlier in the pod, people make their mistakes, and sometimes we take L's in life. You know, you about to take another L this week. I know it's gonna be hard, but I love you, bro. We're gonna give you these moments of silence. We're gonna give you the moment to recuperate and get your shit together. Because right now, last week, that wasn't it, man. So, rest in peace to your 3-0. Hello to 3-1. Life gonna get better for you, hun.
Hold on. Can we please?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
And that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to understand that I'm not playing this year. And I'm starting to turn it up. Cooper Cup coming back. I ain't playing, man. I ain't playing. That's it. That's all I got to say.
You're 2-2, but
Shout out my nigga Puka.
Yeah.
You're 2-2. That, you know, sounds good.
It's all good.
Good game.
I'll be 3-2, and so will you.
Okay.
I hope
All
we're
right,
twins after this week. Twin them. I hope we
Twin them.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. How you just siding with Dame? Like, you know what I'm saying? He talking about he gonna spank you too. Nigga, the fuck?
I'll worry about that next week. This week, I got
TGN Network next week too.
I got a W to make. And next week, I already told you, this week Dame gonna have to watch his players. He gonna have to make sure his bench strong too. Because niggas getting injured. I already made the calls.
Stop wishing injury up on niggas, bro. What's good? You keep bringing up niggas getting hurt.
Hey,
is that the only way you could win, T? If niggas have an injury?
I already made the calls. Make sure you got your ducks in a row. Make sure you got your ducks in a row, because niggas is coming for you hoes. All right? It's spooky. It's going to be a spooky October, bro. It's going to be real spooky for you, bro. And Friday the 13th next week. Ooh, boy.
Oh, shit.
I'm actually really excited about Friday the 13th in Halloween, spooky season. Doesn't happen all the time. I think last time it happened, I was like in 5th grade. So, yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be scary. But
yeah, we better rob some niggas.
Yeah, shout out to the fantasy players. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, shout out to the league. Good competition so far. There's like 3-4 people that are 3-1 tied for first place. Nobody's without a win, so pretty competitive.
Yeah, man. I heard Damian Lillard filed for divorce.
Yeah,
you're lying.
Like 5 days after it was announced he was going to Milwaukee.
He did.
You're lying.
No, deadass.
No,
it's on TMZ. He filed for divorce from his wife, Kayla. I have a slight feeling that I'm pretty sure the move has something to do with it. I mean, Milwaukee got some hoes. I ain't gonna lie. He probably just ain't want to bring no sand to the beach for real. You know, it goes like that sometimes. It goes like that sometimes.
Sorry, Jackie. Wait, what'd you say her name was?
Kayla.
Amy? Kayla? Sorry, Kayla.
Barstool Sports reports Damian Lillard celebrates big trade by divorcing wife.
Yo, Barstool is a different breed of niggas, bro.
It's so messy, bro.
Nah, I gotta find the BSO post or something.
BSO be wildin' too, for sure.
It's so messy, bro.
Here
they got kids?
Of course.
Oh no, nothing good.
Oh man. I definitely want to say thoughts and prayers to Morgan State University. They had a mass shooting happen a couple days ago. And yeah, man, I had a question. I'll ask y'all next week about it, because we got to get out of here, but I got love for HBCUs, man. Love that I didn't even realize I had until recently. And it's because I'm learning about it. I'm having the education about it. And things that I wish I knew about HBCUs. You know, I'm starting to really get into it. Look at that. Look at the devil. That ain't nothing but the devil turning my camera off.
As soon as you're about to talk about something positive.
As soon as I'm talking, yep, they're like, yeah, he talking about.
As soon as you start talking about a bunch of black men in a suit.
Right.
They're gonna turn you off. They're gonna turn it off.
Right. It's weird that people hate that shit, by the way. That whole, I don't know if y'all seen that, like, all them brothers in a suit and stuff. People like shitting on them, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I did want to.
I just want to know what it's for. Like for what? Like y'all going to a convention? Are y'all teaching young brothers how to tie a tie or what? Like y'all just out here for the grand?
Just standing in a line. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to be working.
All y'all got kids.
Yeah, that I just needed someone to tell me what's positive about a bunch of niggas in a suit. Like niggas wear suits to court. So like I just
niggas wear suits on their way to get 10 years.
Like, so I just need somebody to tell me what's so fucking positive about that. But I mean, they all looked very nice. But like,
but it was a purple suit.
Yeah, one of them was a Q. You know, the niggas had to make himself known. We not gonna get into that.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
HBCUs.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Morgan State, you know, the person who I believe might have been the president of the school gave an announcement, gave a nice heartfelt message to the people, the students that are there. Obviously they canceled, you know, y'all know it's homecoming season. They canceled the activities. That's unfortunate. I'm actually going to Howard's homecoming later this month, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go and experience it because this will be my first time on an HBCU campus. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna be excited for. So yeah, man, shout out to HBCUs. I have something for that for next week. Just giving y'all a gentle reminder, we not gonna be here in 2 weeks. As I told you, I'm going to homecoming. So ain't gonna be no pod in 2 weeks. But Patreon, we're gonna keep on feeding you. Shout out to the new patrons, Shaq and let me find a name. Marcus, thank you for being a patron.
Marcus.
Shout out to the patrons we already got. We love y'all. You know, keep it up. If you want to support us, patreon.com/because we are a podcast. But before we get out of here, like we always do, we got some nice little songs for y'all. This week, I got a little hot on the Patreon, called me a dancing ass nigga. He's like, oh yeah, I knew you'd like this song. It's true. He hit it right on the nose. So I got a little dancey-ish song. This is a song I heard recently. My Discover Weekly be on that shit sometimes. This is TyriqueOrDie, Toronto Funhouse.
I'm on Bay Street, yeah, now I'm on Young Street, ayy, now I'm on Front Street, counting all this cash for my bitch, ayy, she love the money, ayy, she in the front seat, ayy, leaving the country, getting this brain, now I'm going so dummy, outside sunny, ayy, my ops running, ayy, they do not want me, I don't fuck with these niggas, I'm feeling like Sally, my bad bitch so lovely, she bounce around off the muddy, out that shit, we don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with them, I'm sorry. I do this shit like a ride. Shorty wanna bounce off Miley. She said, Ty, do you love me? I said, I love nobody. I be driving fast in this whip. I'm on Bay Street, yeah. Now I'm on Young Street, ayy. Now I'm on Front Street, counting all this cash for my bitch, ayy. She love the money, ayy. She in the front seat, ayy. Leaving the country.
Toronto Funhouse, TyriqueOrDie. Check that out. Young Bull.
I want to make
us dance.
I want to make them type of songs so bad, bro. I don't have good ideas. I just don't have good ideas for that shit.
I got the beats. Maybe I can inspire some shit in you. I be making these type of dancey ass beats. It's nice. All right, who's next? I don't know which one of y'all play. I hate one of these songs that's on here, and I have a feeling I knows. I hate that fucking song.
So what I'm going to be playing some Cleo Soul of her latest album Heaven. This is Self.
Somebody on Twitter said, "Oh, sorry." Go ahead.
That was Self by Cleo Soul off her latest album, Heaven. Make sure you guys go listen to that. Some smooth shit.
Yeah, listen to Gold too. She dropped 2 albums. I started off Gold. Yeah. She dropped.
Oh shit! I didn't even say that.
Yeah, she dropped one early in the month and then another one at the end of September. So Gold's pretty good too. It starts off pretty strong. So
somebody said Cleo Soul wants so badly for us to be healed and happy. It's just not fucking working. It's true. Cleo Soul is an incredible artist and she's very spiritual, and it definitely comes out in her music. And niggas is not trying to hear that shit right now. So, but shout out to her. She's incredible. I love that album.
yeah, Cleo Soul's great.
I actually didn't hear Heaven though. I heard Gold. So, surprising. I didn't realize it was 2 separate albums.
Yeah, me neither. So, damn, definitely listen to this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Word.
I'm sorry, Hod. I gotta tell you, I don't mean to step on your shit, but I fucking hate this song.
Why?
I hate it so much, bro. Why is my mic not? Hello. Yeah, bro. I hate this song, bro. This song is like, I don't know. I'm hearing it too much.
Okay,
like it's trying
fair.
really hard to be Essence, and it's not that.
I think it's a beautiful song. It is the new Essence, and I fuck with it.
It's nothing as good as Essence.
I fuck with it, bro.
It's
I think
nothing
it's
as
great.
good as Future's new baby mama's
10th
shit
baby
on
mama, I think. But yeah, this is Water by Tyla, off of, I don't even know if she dropped an album with it, but great song. Yep, Water by Tyla.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining. I'ma be in a dangerous mood, can you match my timing? Telling me that you really about it, what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand how I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body. If I give you my time, can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wait. Come take me where I ain't been before. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body, whole body. Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. Hopefully, you can last all night, don't get too excited. Privacy, you ain't gotta go nowhere, you can stay inside it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body. If I give you my time, can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wait. Come take me where I ain't been before. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body, whole body. Make me sweat, make me hot.
I also miss group vocals like that, like chorusy vocals like that, on the hooks. I miss that shit. Background vocals. We got to get back to the large background vocals. We talked about kids on the hooks. We need to talk about what's our favorite song that has like a lot of vocals on the hook.
We are the
Close it out,
world.
Close it out.
Yeah, let's close out the What song
the
was
song?
that?
Yeah. Oh, Tyla, her new song. Well, it's not even a new song. Dropped over the summer. It's called Water. It is going up on TikTok. It is going up on Instagram. There is an amazing routine that people are doing to it. It's called the Water Challenge. Typically, I'm not really into like the viral stuff, but it is a great song and a little. Yeah, shout out to Tyla.
I got some end of the pod stuff. This one's a clip because I heard it and I just thought it's one of the funniest niggas on earth, bro. I'm sorry, but I need y'all to hear this because I heard it. So
you call him Larry, he lose his mind. He don't like to be called Larry. So my man is an asshole. He died. My man Fat Sean, God bless the day. He like, yo, Larry. He looked, be like,
talk about Lawrence Fishburne.
He looked, he's like, yo, I said, what's up, Larry? Shit. So Lawrence Fishburne stops and walks over and says, would you just call me?
Is that the airport?
Yes, okay. It's in the airport. He's like, would you call me? He's like, I said, what's up, Larry? What's happening? So we like, yo, we fans, this, that, and the third. He tuning us out. He like, yo, why you calling me Larry? He said, because that's your name. He said, my name is Lawrence. He said, your name is Larry.
Larry. Now I'll get it. All right, cool.
Look, let me tell you this. This story, so I had to do research on it. His name was Larry when he was young, but then after higher learning, he changed it to Lawrence. I guess Larry is wild and niggery, and then he did higher learning, and you know what I'm saying? He want to be like proper Black, the Matrix, and all this shit. So anyway, he like, man, fuck you. He told my man that. We like, yo, don't listen to him, man. You know, Jim had just did a scene on New York Undercover as an extra.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did acting lessons, that's what you say?
Jim was like an extra on New York Undercover. Like I said, I ain't have no Alma. We was promoting shit.
Yeah, this is like in the
So he walks off. Be like, yo, why you do that, Sean? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, man, fuck that. Nigga name is Larry. So we chilling like 10 minutes later. This nigga come back and sit next to us. Be like, yo, man, don't worry about him. He over here, my man Sean over there. Be like, yo, man, we fans. Jim like, I'm like, yo, my man was just on New York Undercover. If you could help us out with the little acting shit, you know, we need a little gig and all that shit. He like, I'm not helping y'all. Be like, what's wrong, man? He like, you with somebody who keep calling me Larry. My man leaned over and said, your name is Larry and don't ask me again. Lawrence Fishburne get out, take his wallet out, put it in my man's face. What does that say? My man is like, I don't care what it says. Your name's Larry. So we like, yo, fuck him, man. I'm about to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, my man's acting, this, that, and the third. Yo, so the Lawrence Fishburne wows out, he says, yo, stop asking me for help, man. You know what I'm saying? If you call
that might be. I was in bed listening to this shit. I just got mad. I was like, yo, how he gets so mad about that? Like, he gets so mad with that shit. Like, your name is Larry. Like, oh my gosh, man. Ridiculous, bro. I had a thing for that. I was like, is there any nicknames y'all had, or y'all was just like, no, please no, don't do it.
Nah.
I've
been high like since I was like 14. So I didn't have a name before that. I was just Justin before that.
Good, because you ain't gotta be like that, nigga. All right, who want to take us out? One of y'all want to do the outro today? I got a song queued up for y'all. But you gotta power through. You gotta be professional about it. Cause I have I
need a script, man. I'd be able to do it if I had a fucking script. I can't.
You got it, bro. Come on, just take us out, man.
All right, I got it. I got it.
All right, come on.
No.
I knew it. I knew it was a setup.
Thank you all for listening to Because We Are podcast episode 76. We appreciate you rocking with us. If you have not, please sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/BecauseWeArePodcast. Follow us on Instagram. I am Cole.me.hod. My man Dame is at _Godbolt, and T is at Tren Dollars. Follow us all individually as well as our podcast page at Because We Are Podcast. We post a lot of clips. We post a lot of great content up there. You can message us. You can, follow. You can comment. Please interact with us. We love the engagement. We love responding to people. So it's a good time. Yeah, I think that's it. We will see you guys next week. We do have a slot in this during this month that we won't be potting, but more info on that to come. Bunch of episodes on our Patreon, bunch of episodes on our YouTube. Go ahead and check us out, and we love you all. I hate that song. D, stop dancing, bro.
You's a freaky ass nigga. Fuck you mean?
Catch y'all next week. Deuces.